everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be doing an old mold that I have. However, we're going to be doing a little holiday theme here and something to kind of get us into the spirits of that Halloween themed pumpkin style. So today we have the Angling AI 5-inch stick bait mold. This mold I've had for a few years now, and this was one of the first ones I've actually purchased when I started making baits. This mold is really awesome. It's a 5-cavity mold. Comes with the rods as well. So if you want to do like a core injection, which allows you to do multiple colors, get very creative. And so these rods can give you some really cool different lamination styles. And today we're going to try to do a little Halloween pumpkin theme and see what we can get out of this. For our plastisol, we're going to be using the On Plastix swim bait jerkbait blend. This will be the black sinking plastisol, of course. And we're just going to be doing about 1 cup of it. What plastisol do you guys like to use on your stick baits? I've been messing around between the swim bait jerkbait blend and the crawl/tube blend. I find that the swim bait jerkbait blend gives you a little bit more flexibility and durability. For our color today, we're going to be using some On Plastix orange. For the orange, I add about 16 drops, and then later on I add a couple more to give me around 20 to 22 drops. Later on, I kind of want to brighten up the orange, and so when doing so, I'll add another color, which I'll show you guys. I don't add too much orange just because when I do add the glitter, that will also sometimes darken it or change the color. And then I also want to keep it a little bit of the opaqueness open to where you can see the glitter within the orange. So this was after adding a couple more drops just to darken it up. So have any of you gone fishing lately? What have you been catching? Lately I've been hitting the local ponds and reservoirs around me and been doing really good with either a drop shot or a wacky rig. So let's add in our flake. We're going to be using the LureWorks size 40 hex black flake. Pretty simple, but keep in mind when you're adding that black flake, it's going to darken up your pigment color. We're going to be using the 1/4 teaspoon, and then we'll do another 1/4 teaspoon of a second color, which would be our Kelly green, also from LureWorks. This is a size 40 as well. And with those two colors, I think it gives us that pumpkin looking Halloween vibe. Something fun, a little different since we're trying to get in that spirit. But as you can see, the black flake really darkens up the orange. So for our second color, we're going to be using On Plastix black. We'll be adding 8 drops. And if you do too much, it kind of makes it too dark to where sometimes your flake does not show up. So I try to keep it light because again, the black color goes a long way with just a little bit. And for our flake, we're going to be using the LureWorks golden orange. This is a 35 size with a 1/2 teaspoon. So I'm going a little bit larger just because I'm only going to be using 1 color flake. Which this orange and black combo looks really good and definitely gives me that Halloween vibe. So again, you can see subtle orange coming through the black, but still gives it that dark color, especially on a dual laminate. So here's a fun little treat. We have the multi-block by SDG Custom Lurecraft. Adam was the one that developed this, and I'll link his description and his page, which you guys should definitely check out as he has a video that's really in depth on this. So this blending block is a little bit different than what we're used to. This one's manufactured by N2, and as you can see, it gives you a good description on the front as well as in the back. Let's go ahead and inject these and see how it comes out. The mold I warmed up to keep it a little bit hotter. The blending block I did not. So the blending block was a little cold, but we still got it to shoot quite nicely. The second go around, I'll warm everything up so that way it's a little bit easier on the injection. give us a little bit of a top off, because again, these molds can drink up some plastic even when you're done, so always make sure you top off to avoid any air bubbles. Let's open up this blending block. You can see the orange and the black that came through, which is really cool, as this post right here can actually unscrew. So if you want to go left-handed or right-handed, it's totally up to you. But definitely a nice little feature they add on there. And again, here you can see the belly and the top. And as we open this up, it's a little bit different than what you're used to. So each side of the plate actually blocks off and will give you your laminate colors to avoid any of those clogging on the top of the injection. So if you're doing multiple injections, you sometimes get clogged up. This will help avoid that. You can see the orange side comes right off, but there's a plate that separates the two. Pretty nice design. Well done, Adam. Great job. Here's half, and here's the other half. Pretty simple, but works really great when you're doing multiple injections to avoid that clogging, especially if they're single port molds. So now let's open up our mold. Let's check this out. Those look really good. Some awesome looking stick baits. The lamination came out really good. That dual color. The black and the orange I thought was pretty good. However, the second go around, I do want to brighten up the orange just a little bit more. So if you were going to try to do the same color and wanted something super bright on the orange side, I would advise not going with just the orange, but using a brighter orange like the Neo orange. That would be a better idea. So what we'll do on the second one is we'll add some Neo orange to this to see if we can brighten it up, and we'll do a little comparison. But overall, still happy with these. I think these will look really good and probably should catch some fish. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to just use the original orange we had before and dump in some Neo orange from On Plastix. I add about 24 drops total of the neon orange just to give it a little bit more of that brightness that I want to see. So again, if you want to do something super bright, I would just skip the orange and use only the Neo orange color. Alright, let's give this another shot. I do have the mold warmed up, as well as the multi-block blending block I got here. I warmed that up just a little bit as well to see if there would make any difference. You can already see just on the orange itself, it looks a little bit brighter than before. However, again, keep in mind when you do dual laminates or any type of injections, if you use dark colors, that kind of could bleed over into your colors to give them a little bit more darker shade. And again, we'll just give it a top off. All right, let's give it a look. We'll open these up. This one's a little bit hotter. And there you go. There's the orange side. Definitely looks a little bit brighter than the first run, which I don't mind. This was kind of what I was going for, this color. You can see quite a difference from the laminate side. These always shoot really well when you laminate them as well. Never had any issues. Check out our second one. And if you notice, I threw in a little trick here. So I used that Angling AI worm mold that they have that does that centerpiece. I'm still working on this one, as I've shot it once before already and kind of had some issues where the worm would still tear off from those pieces. So I'm guessing I shot it a little bit colder than expected. So this one I did shoot a lot hotter. I think I was reading that maybe online, if you do about 350, maybe 360, you should be able to get those to connect quite nicely. So I will be testing that out, and once I get that dialed in, I will be doing another video to show that one as well. But here you go. Here's an overall view of all the laminates, and let's do a quick comparison between our first run and our second run. There's the first run on the right, and there's our second one. Just quite a little bit different. As you can see, a little bit brighter, but overall pretty cool worms. What do you think? Do these give you the Halloween vibe? So appreciate all the help, all the support, all the feedback you guys been giving me. Really been helping me get better at bait making. Hope any of these videos have also helped you. And again, if you have any questions or any concerns or even the comments to help out more, please send them my way. I love talking to you all and hearing the feedback, and you know, keep on catching fish out there. So enjoy your Halloween and let me know what you want to see next. Take care, everyone.